6:56 in Cameron, Fontana. He's getting thrown to the sharks this morning, literally.
He's at the Newport Aquarium this morning. Cam, good morning.
Well, obviously, we're not in Columbus this morning. We decided to take a good day field trip south here to Cincinnati to Newport Aquarium. Right now, actually, we're on the Shark Bridge. So all morning long on Good Day Columbus, we're going to tour through the aquarium. I believe we have penguins, sharks, even some alligators on today's agenda. So we'll see you soon at about 7:20.
Cameron Fontana is hanging out at the Newport Aquarium today.
Yeah, he's out there having just a little bit of fun. Good morning, Cam.
Well, hey everybody, you can see my hand right now because most of the time when you come here to Newport Aquarium, you have to see these fishes from that side of the glass. But right now, we're gonna take you behind the scenes to actually see one of these animals up close and personal. One of the marine biologists here is Jen. How are you doing, Jen?
Good, thank you.
So who is this? Introduce us to this cute fella. Hey!
This is Frank. He's a loggerhead sea turtle. He was hatched last August off the coast of North Carolina. And we have the opportunity to keep Frank here at the aquarium.
Okay.
Kind of give him a head start. We'll be putting him back out into the ocean where he came from.
That's awesome.
Back in October, next October.
And that kind of goes into how you feed him, right? In order to make him acclimated to being back in nature, you have to feed him a special way?
Well, exactly. We don't want to hand feed an animal that's not going to be hand fed for the rest of his life.
Wow.
So we're going to drop some food in here for Frank. And
what's he eating?
Today he's going to eat some lake smelt.
Some what?
Some smelt.
Smelt's
Yeah.
on the menu today. All right, here we go, Frank.
All right.
Does he like smelt?
He does like smelt. He's pretty good at finding it.
Yeah. He's got to search for it. We're going to make you work for it on TV today.
He didn't see it. We'll give him another piece.
Okay, let's see him. Oh, there it is. You think he sees it? He's almost got it. Oh my gosh, that is amazing. Now, how big and how old will Frank end up being?
Well, we sure hope he gets to be as old and as big as he can be.
Yeah.
We have another sea turtle here at the aquarium. Denver is a loggerhead sea turtle adult. It's a male. And he is over 20 years old. And
20
he's
years.
About 200 pounds.
200 pounds?
Yes.
Oh my
and
gosh.
has some room to grow. So.
Well, you know what? You got a great diet here, Frank. We're going to toss it back to you guys. Isn't he cute? They call him Frank the Tank. Frank the Tank. Frank the
Frank the Tank.
The Tank.
Frank the Tank. Is he whispering that?
Hashtag old school. Thanks, Cam.
Hey, what's going on, guys? So right now we are surrounded by stingrays in a really cool area here at Newport Aquarium. Michelle, where are we right now?
So right now we are at Newport Aquarium Stingray Hideaway exhibit. So
What makes this place so unique?
You can be in a tube with
No,
the
that's
stingrays
one
around.
thing
This
right
is
there.
really here. You can also crawl in through a tunnel so you get to see the underside of the stingrays, as well as once you're done the tube and you get out of the tunnel, you can come up and you're allowed to touch them.
And what type of stingrays are these? Are they a certain like species or?
We have three different species in here. We have our cow-nose rays. Right over here to my left, we have our southern stingrays. They're the more flat, kind of hang around on the bottom. All the ones that have the fins that look like they're flying and gliding through the water, those are our cow-nose rays. And then we have a couple teeny tiny little yellow stingrays.
They're all
really
over
round.
the place.
Yes, they are.
And this really helps when people get to come out here, safely touch them. That helps with their conservation, right?
Yes, it does. This is all about creating memories with the public, with the children, so that they make a connection with the animal, and then they're going to help save that animal in the wild.
So cool. And what's one thing people might not know about stingrays? Is there like a fun fact?
Well, actually, if you watch them eat, everybody thinks their mouths, they kind of have these two flaps that are called cephalic lobes. And that comes down, and they think that's their mouth. But it's actually not their mouth. Their mouth is the plate under that. What that does is these lips kind of form a suction, and it helps them suck up the food.
Whoa, there you go.
So,
fun fact you never knew about stingrays, guys.
That one's doing it right there.
Oh, okay, we can see it.
See
You'll
that
have to
back
come out
under?
here to Newport Aquarium to check it out. We're gonna go back under because this is pretty sweet. Can we go look some more? All right, we'll see you guys. Take a look at that, guys. So we're back with Jen, and this, I've never seen an animal like this, Jen. What is that?
This is a bowmouth guitarfish. We also call them shark rays. And that is Scooter. He is a male.
Oh my goodness. So that type of species, where would you find them around the world?
In the Indo-Pacific Ocean, like off the coast of Taiwan, Indonesia, and in Newport Aquarium.
And you're doing something really special because you're kind of leading the way, you told me before, in breeding shark rays. How does that work?
Well, we first of all, you have to provide the right atmosphere. You have to provide good diet, good water quality, and we've been very fortunate to have had success here. And in fact, we just sent 2 of our shark ray pups to another aquarium, so we were able to share this very special and vulnerable species.
And you were saying people are now contacting you as the experts on how to take care and do that successfully.
Yes, yeah, they're so little known, and so what we've experienced, we've documented, and are trying to share that knowledge. The community in aquariums and zoos around the world really do cooperate and share information to try to have more success.
And when I come to places like this, I always have like 1,000 questions. So to a marine biologist, one, how old do shark rays on average get? How long can they live? And then what's their diet?
Well, I'll go with the diet first.
Okay.
Here we feed them a lot of lobster, so it's usually like a Caribbean spiny lobster.
Ooh, they like seafood.
Yeah, the lobster is definitely on their menu, and they do eat some small bony fishes. And as far as their life expectancy, again, this is a very rare animal, and not a lot of work or research has been done on them. So I guess we'll see.
So you're leading the way. That's awesome.
Yes.
Well, you know what? I'm just praying that that shark ray right there just lives to be as old as we get to be. Shoot, 100, 200 years. Let's do it. We can cross our fingers. We're going to toss it back to you guys. Look at this shot. Hey.
Careful, Cam.
Remember they talked about its mouth a little while ago. Now you can see it right there.
Our crafty Cameron, just as crafty. He's not swimming with the gators today, but there are probably plenty there. He is getting a look at many, many big ones.
He's at the Newport Aquarium near Cincinnati. Hey, Cam.
Well, we're making our way through the Newport Aquarium. We're now with Ryan to talk about a huge creature right down there. Who's that, Ryan?
Well, this is Mighty Mike. He is our 14-foot, 700-pound American alligator.
I want to say that again because 14 feet, 700 pounds, you said?
That's right, the last weigh-in he had, which was a little while ago, so he could easily weigh more than that.
How does that stack up against other alligators?
Well, there's only 2 species of alligator, actually. It's American alligator and Chinese alligator. The Chinese alligator is a very small crocodilian. Those guys max out about 5 feet and maybe 80 pounds.
Americans
maybe.
like to do it bigger.
I guess so, yeah.
That's really cool. And you actually just got done feeding him a few minutes ago. What does he eat?
He eats all kinds of things. He's kind of a generalist feeder. Generally anything we offer he eats. Today we fed him a whole chicken and we offered him some rodents, but he wasn't interested in the rodents today. And alligators, just like people, can be pretty picky about what they're interested in.
That's hilarious. And I noticed he was underwater for a little bit, and it got me thinking, how long can alligators stay underwater?
Well, that can vary between the size of the alligators, but Mike tends to be able to stay underwater easily for 20 to 30 minutes at a time.
No way. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. And another fun fact about alligators is you mentioned something about eggs and the way the gender works with temperature?
Yes, it's called temperature-dependent sex determination. And all that means is that the gender of the babies developing within the eggs is determined by what temperature you incubate the eggs at.
Wow.
It's pretty neat, yeah. All crocodilians and most turtles employ that same type of gender recognition.
That is so cool. I had no idea that the gender could change based on the temperature. I must have had it really warm when I was a kid, but Ryan, I greatly appreciate you coming out here. Amazing creature. Look how big he is. 15 feet, 14.
Oh my gosh, that is huge.
I know.
And this morning, Cameron Fontana, he is getting up close and personal with some animals at the Newport Aquarium down in Cincinnati area. Hey, Cam.
Well, it's been a pretty wild morning here, guys, at Newport Aquarium. Coming up in this hour, we got 2 places we're going to visit. We're going to check out some penguins, but before we check out the penguins, it's all about Edmund and baby gators.
That's a cute name, Edmund.
Well, Cameron Fontana also a little lucky today because he headed south for a big adventure all morning long.
This morning, he's at the Newport Aquarium down near Cincinnati. So, Cam, baby alligator?
Well, looks like I've been petting Edmund now for about 20 minutes, but he is such a cool creature, and we're with Kelly now to learn all about him and also the animals in this room. Where are we?
We're in the O Room, which is our Animal Ambassador Outreach Program.
So are these like the stars that get to go out on TV and everything?
They are. They do a lot of TV segments. They go to Reds games. They go to schools.
Wow, so pretty much the divas with high demands.
Yes.
Now, is he a diva when it comes to food?
He's not picky.
Really? He's like me, he eats anything?
He'll eat anything.
Oh, what are some of the things that he eats?
He eats crickets and worms, quail, little rats, mice, things like that.
And what type of, I'm assuming, alligator is Edmund?
He's an American alligator like Mighty Mike.
Oh, just like, the Mike downstairs. So he could potentially get as big as Mike?
Yes.
Wow. Now, how old is Edmund?
He will be turning 2 years old in August.
And do you get baby alligators all the time?
Probably every 3 years we'll send him back to St. Augustine's Animal Farm in Florida.
That is
and then
amazing.
we'll get a new batch.
I'm blown away, like they're this small, but I'm sure they're so smart and you have to take very good care of them. What are some of the things that you have to make sure you do?
You have to make sure you keep their water clean and make sure they're getting the right food so they can grow up to be just as big as Mighty Mike.
Awesome. And what does Edmund like to do? Because you told me before, does he like swimming in the water? Does he like being
They
on
love
land?
to swim.
Yeah.
They bask on that little basking area over there, and they'll just pile right on top of each other.
So they get like an epic suntan, like they go sunbathing.
They'll just pile.
That's hilarious. Well, I know Edmund's looking at me like, dude, I just want to get back to chillax mode. Kelly, thank you so much for showing us him. He can go back to his home.
Okay.
Yeah, go back in there, buddy.
Go back.
Look at that. Oh, I love the tail.
It's fun to watch them float. They just kind of float around.
Just glide.
It's amazing how little they can swim that well, you know?
Yeah, he'll take off a finger in a heartbeat.
There's that.
Well, here at Newport Aquarium, I'll tell you what, they got a lot of penguins. And right now we're with I like to call him the Penguin Whisperer. This is Dan. How you doing, Dan?
Hi, good, Cameron. How are you?
Good. So talk about the penguins that are in here, because one, these are such fascinating creatures, but you have multiple species, right?
I do. We have 5 species in here. Gentoos, macaronis, kings, rockhoppers, and there's some chin straps back behind you there.
What's it like for them all to be in like the same habitat? I mean, do they get along?
They do get along, and really it's pretty indicative of what you would find in the wild too. You find them on islands where there's multiple species living together. These guys are communal animals, so they like to all live in large flocks, and they all intermingle with each other very well.
They're so much fun to watch because you can see them jumping out of the water, and that's actually called something, right?
It is. It's called porpoising. They do that so that they can take a breath while they're swimming.
Oh, it looks like they're doing it now. Oh, there they go.
Without having to break their momentum. Yeah.
Nice. And how quickly can they move underwater?
These guys can go easily 20 miles an hour underwater, and they can turn on a dime. They're magnificent swimmers.
And I love how they look too. Like this little guy right here on the edge, just looking at the camera, cheesing it up. What type of penguin is that?
His name's Buck, and he is a macaroni. He's actually a lone boy. I just went up to Detroit Zoo and picked up 3 female macaronis, and hopefully he'll like one of those 3 girls. So we're working on
What a
getting him
life! You get to pick them. You just bring the whole group over.
I'm bringing 3 girls, and hopefully he'll like one.
You're the penguin matchmaker.
There you go.
Awesome. And then these guys right over here, you said these are what type? The big ones?
These are king penguins.
Okay.
They're really found sort of on the southern tip of South America, the Falkland Islands.
Okay.
And down in there. You do see them wandering around over towards Antarctica from time to time, but they're a little more of a sub-Antarctic species.
Very nice. And you're getting ready to feed them real quick. What are they going to eat?
Well, today it's typically fish.
All right.
I'm going to be hand feeding herring which is a larger fish, to everybody, and then I'll do a broadcast feed in the pool with silver sides.
Nice. Well, I love it. Dan, thank you so much.
Yeah, Cameron.
And Newport Aquarium is open 7 days a week now, actually with extended hours. You can get all the information at NewportAquarium.com. Look, I love to see them swim. Watch, you're going to come back around again.